Hey, I'm Ben, and ever since I was a kid, I loved one thing, and that, of course, has to be Captain Planet. And I've made quite the collection for myself of Captain Planet toys and other things, but with this little channel, I want to talk about the action figures, play sets, and other releases that have come out both in America and overseas. Hope you enjoy them. Which figure to talk about today? How about Guy, the Planeteer with the power of water? Now, Guy, the other female Planeteer, along with Linka, she has two different releases. You're going to see a production run number one, which is the card back on the left, and a production run number two, which is the card back on the right. Guy is unique in that she only had one figure produced throughout the entire series. This one is it. Guy with water spraying action, which is a cool figure. It's got one of the best features in the series, so let's dive in and take a look. Here she is, a pretty standard figure with 5 points of articulation, but with a good likeness to the cartoon. In the back is the hole where you plug in her water backpack, and that's how she'll shoot water out with her water spraying feature. And here is the backpack accessory, which you just plug right into her back there over the shoulders. You can fill it up with water and spray it out that arm. Simple, effective, shooting out of her power ring. And speaking of rings, here is her child ring, the hardest of the Planeteer rings to find if you want to just find one separate from the figure. And that's about it. There's not a whole lot to Guy. She has her feature, and as a kid, it's a lot of fun to play with because it does as promised. She controls water, shoots water out at the enemies, and it's effective and simple. So, given that, why don't we dive in and see how this looks in practice, eh? All right, we dip her in, squeeze down the backpack, fill her up, and water! Okay. Water! And once more with that accent for fun. Water! Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Hey, I could shoot water blasts at Dr. Blight all day long, but let's talk about some of the nerdy collector points on this figure. Now, she is a Wave 2 figure with two different production runs. Production run number one saw her in the classic Wave 1 card back, which has a stylized globe underneath the portrait and a sky blue background. Figure and accessories are all the same, but you'll notice some details in the paint. Here is Production Run 2 when they switched to Wave 2 card back with the cosmic sky and the realistic globe underneath the portrait. Now this one, you'll notice her bracelet is not painted in, and her shoes and socks are painted the same color. On the second production runs, they glowed up the detail a bit. She now has green socks and pink bracelet. So that's how you can tell the difference with your figure, which run it came from. Also note the first production run includes stylized, hand-drawn pictures of the characters that are available. It gives you the same instructions for the figure that you'll see on the later versions and character card, but pictures like you can see there of Sly Sludge, Duke Nukem, they're not showing you the actual action figures, but instead they're character portraits from the show. Here's Guy's collector card. Now let's look at that Production Run 2 card back. And here you can see the different play sets and the actual action figures. And that is Guy with water spraying action, one of only two female characters produced from the show, which is cool. 90s figure lines like X-Men and stuff, you didn't really get a lot of female character representation that came out, especially in the early 90s. So it was neat to see. She sprays water, she bends and poses, and that's really all you could want from your Planeteer. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.